Now let's talk about Barnaby. The former Deputy Prime Minister sure knows how to generate debate, and his latest frank admissions about how hard he's finding it to make ends meet has certainly got the nation talking today. A lot of people are attacking Barnaby Joyce and accusing him of whinging. Have a listen.
You rent a house that you can afford. You make the best. You don't be extravagant on groceries. I'm lucky. I live out in the country. I've got my own sheep, so I kill my own meat, and that saves an awful lot of money because meat's incredibly expensive. You don't live without, but you're very conscious of what you do.
Look, sure, he's giving us an insight into his own struggle street, but it's a bit unfair to say that Barnaby is whinging. He goes on to make a pretty telling point, I think.
I'm on a very, very good salary, incredibly good salary, and probably by my own circumstances it's spread pretty thin. And Peter, what I'm trying to do, if anything, is just emphasise that if for me it's spread thin on an incredibly good salary, how is it going for other people? It must be incredibly tough. You know, I've got the capacity to always make ends meet, and I do that. But Peter, I for the life of me can't work out how someone can survive on $280 a week.
The thing is, of course, that everyone in the country knows a bit more about Barnaby's private life than we probably really want to. And so we all know that the reason his income has been pretty much halved and his expenses perhaps doubled is all his own doing. We know that, we get that, but we also know that he means what he's doing, the right thing. He's doing the right thing here, at least by telling us about this. We know that he's actually paying money to his family, his ex-wife, and to care for his other children in a way that we know many fathers in this country don't do. And the real point here is that, to be fair, Barnaby's not whinging. He admits this is all his own doing, and that with a wage of more than $200,000 a year, he's very lucky. All he's saying is that if he's finding money a bit tight, how bad must it be for people on the dole, people on Newstart? And he's making a point here in the interests of others, not to try and evoke sympathy for himself. So let's have a bit of a laugh, perhaps, but I wouldn't be getting too cranky at Barnaby Joyce. He's ramped up a national debate about Newstart that, wherever you stand on the issue, you'd have to agree is a worthwhile discussion to have. And who knew he was still capable of butchering his own sheep?